First game I wanted to start off with you guys is the Pistons and Orlando Magic game, game 5, where the Pistons avoided elimination. They came back to win that game 116 to 109. Kane Cunningham had a game, 45 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, shot 13 for 23 from the field, and 5 from 8 from 3. Tobias Harris actually helped in that game as well, where he has 2 games consistently in a row trying to give some leverage towards Kate Cunningham while no one else is doing anything. He got 23 points, 8 rebounds, shot 9 for 18 from the field, and made 1 3. And then on the other side, for the opponent, Paulo Banchero also dropped 45 points, trying to get his team over the hump, but it didn't happen. 9 rebounds, 7 assists, shot 17 for 31 from the field, and actually had a good 3-point shooting game, 6 from 11. The big question here is, are we going to see the Pistons come back, and can Cade sustain this level of play for the Pistons to win another game, and then obviously 2 more games in a row if they want to go on to the next round? Smoke, I'll start off with you first since you're a special guest here.
Yeah, man. I guess I kind of want to dig into K. Well, talk about K first a little bit. Can he keep up this level of play? 45 is asking a lot, especially with his defense. But with Franz being out already for Game 6 and then a walking boot, he might not play for the rest of the series. And that was a good matchup to guard Cade. And Jalen Suggs he good too. He get under Cade and he a very sturdy defender and just physical and kind of just getting passing lanes and stuff. But Franz is the better matchup. So I don't know if Cade can keep it up like this, but he averaging 30. He can keep doing that. And I just somebody got to come along for the ride, man. Jalen Duren, like he got a bucket the first play of the game. I thought that he would finally bounce back, have a better showing like he's played in the regular season all year. But as the game went on, he played better that game. He wasn't as invisible as the other games, but Jalen Duren, we need a 20 and 10. We need a game like you had in the regular season versus Wendell Carter. Like I know they double teaming you, but and I know they swarming you on every time you roll to the rim, but we need more. Somebody got to come along for the ride with Cade and Tobias is doing that. Like you said, he had 2 good games in a row, but we still need more. We need more from Duren, All-Star, All NBA type of player. You got to step up in the playoffs, and I know he's young, but this Game 6 they need more, and it really started with him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's the second option on this team, and he was an All-Star this year for a reason. So definitely, he needs to step up. Freezy, what you think?
Man, kind of like what Smoke said, they need somebody else to step up scoring. Even what was that yesterday? Kate had to have 45 for them to get the W. Um, Duran is on every meme I could find on Twitter, and it's just the offense hasn't been great for the Pistons all year, but their defense was able to get them by. Well, now you run into a team that their defense is as good as yours now, even though I don't think many people expected the Magic to revert back to their 2024 form. But now that they have and they're up 3-2, it's like Detroit, you got to wake up, man. I know Asar had a good game yesterday. I believe he had 5 steals, 15 rebounds, was it? Like,
Yeah.
you need guys to step up. And if you're not going to score, at least affect the game in other ways like Thompson did yesterday, because it's literally do or die now. Like, the next game is in Orlando. Their role players will probably step up and play better. Paolo, with it just being him, he probably knows he has to shoulder more of the load since Franz won't be playing. So I believe both teams will get a best shot, but hopefully they get a Game 7. I'm hoping for a Game 7. It's been some nasty hoops in that series, but I'm hoping for a Game 7.
Facts. Yeah, I think the whole series has just been very physical. I think next to Cleveland and the Raptors, I think it's been the most physical series out of all. I mean, last game both teams didn't even hit 100. I think they only hit 100 of twice. I think in the series. Correct me if I'm wrong. But bro, I had said it like when the Pistons won the first game, and they were going neck and neck with the Magic, that Cade is going to have to put up more than 30, 35, 40 points for them to win, because of the clear fact of they don't have a consistent second option for them to go out there and get some buckets. So it's supposed to be Jalen Duren, But Smoke said it best. He's not showing up. He's not showing up to play. He's not putting all what he needs to put. And at the end of the day, it's because what the Pistons like to do is that they like to play bully ball, right? And they like to go up against teams that have smaller forwards. When obviously they have a big center, but when they have smaller forwards, it's easier for them to run the pick and roll while him to catch a lob and try to dunk it on somebody, and or try to get to the free throw line or make a hard layup, and he'll get a good 15 to 20 points with 10 rebounds. But when you're up against a team like this, the average height for them, I think, is like 6'7", 6'8". And it's like it's a big team. Like you're not going to be able to dunk on them as much as you would any other team. It's hard for Duran to actually do stuff, which is now in the offseason, he's going to have to develop a jump shot. He's going to have to develop a three-point shot. He's going to have to maybe get some post moves, try to do some fadeaways on dudes. And if your second leading scorer is Tobias Harris, from what we've seen in Tobias Harris' career, that's a big problem. And they got Duncan Robinson out of our Miami Heat. Smoke, I'm sure you're a Miami Heat fan, right? I think
for sure. Yes,
so
sir. Yes, sir.
They got DR from us, but we know how DR plays. He'll give you one good game, and then 2 games, Buddy turns into Casper. Then he'll give you another good game, and it's just like you're not gonna be as consistent. Like the Pistons got you for a reason. You got to go out there and meet and at least make 3 3-pointers a game. If that's what you do, that's your specialty. But he's not being able to do that. So now Cade has to be dropping 40, 45 points for them to win. And I think in this next game, just like Freezy said, like, we wanted to go to game 7, but the Magic need to treat this game like it's game 7 because they play horrible away compared to what they play at home, which is freaking phenomenal at times. Pablo's going to have to go out there, drop another 40 if Franz is not playing, and Smoke said it too. That's going to be an issue for them because he does play great defense. I think, in my opinion, he's the great defender on that team. I think he's better than anybody on that team when it comes to defending, and he could give you a good 20 points, which is something that they need because Jalen Suggs is not doing what he needs to do and putting up at least 10 or 15 points. Last game, I think he went 1 for 10 from the field. It was atrocious. But, dude, man, the Pistons need someone else to help out Cade, man. And, with Franz not being there, they could get lucky and get past Orlando in this game 6 and make a game 7. And, with game 7 is all up in the air. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen. But in this game 6, if Franz plays, I got the Magic. If Franz doesn't play, it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up.
No, yeah. I like that point that you made about the Magic kind of being the kind of worst matchup for Durant. Like everybody in the lineup, 6'10 at Wendell, 6'10 Paulo, 6'10 Franz, Jalen Suggs is 6'5, but he played way bigger than that. I know offensively he struggled, but as a defender, he just blow up a lot of stuff. He kind of like the Magic version of Asar, and like Freezy said, Asar was that was a Dennis Rodman type game. Like I saw somebody say on Twitter that was the best 6-point game that they ever saw, and it's like, bro, it don't seem like he had 6, and that behind the back layup that was so tough. It seemed like he had more points than that, but. Kind of to touch on the Magic side a little bit, man. Paolo Banchero is a playoff riser. Like I wanted to like kind of just wait until this series happened to stamp it. So I know he always been good, but it's like, was that just a hot shooting stretch or yada yada yada? This Pistons defense has been legit all season. Like Isaiah Stewart, we even brought him up, a super legit, and it don't matter. Paulo is getting what he wanted. He getting whatever he want, and I think sir, he's just a big game player at this point. Like they should treat Game 6 like it's do or die because you kind of don't want to go back to Detroit, even if you can win that game. You don't want to be in that position to blow a 3-1 lead. So you do want to treat it like it's a do or die game in the O. But even if Franz don't play, Paulo is proving that he's enough. And then Anthony Black can shoot better at home. Tristan da Silva hasn't really made a lot of shots this series. Desmond Bain, him and Duncan Robinson been going at it, so he probably want to have a signature game here. So the Magic they probably should get it done at home. I still feel like the Pistons has been the more consistent and better team all season. At this point, you still will say the Magic has the higher end talent. Like I would probably say Cade is the best in the series, then Paolo, then Bane. Well, it was Franz before Bane, but the Magic had like the next few players. It was Suggs at a point. He was playing better than Asar. Now it's probably Asar again, but it's been an ugly series, man. It's like 2000s basketball. Everybody that complained about how the game is too soft and they only shoot threes now, you should love this series. This has been your dream,
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, they've been, bro. If they probably could put on some boxing gloves, they would probably go at it and
bro.
fight there on the court.
Stu versus the whole team. Like I would pay to see that.
I need at least 3 rounds of Wendell versus Duran.
All
At
right.
Yeah,
least 3 rounds.
and we all know why. And part of me is like, I'm not going. That's not the reason why Duran's struggling, man. Like, I just
It
refuse
low
to
key
believe
might
that.
be though.
But it's like every time he rolls to the basket, it's too. Like it seemed like the Magic has made him the number one person on the scouting report. It kind of seemed like they just guarding Cade, but it seemed like they want to erase Duran. I don't think Duran has seen a coverage like this since high school, bro. I think that's a huge part of it. He ain't dealt with like we game planning to take away everything you do good. And he only 22. Like I keep saying that, but
Mhm.
that is like, man, he like we will still look at him as a kid right now. I know he would be a legal adult, but I'd be like, bro, that's a little bro. Like he a kid. He 22
Yeah,
years
That's true.
old.
yeah,
That's true.
facts.
So I don't want to. I'm not on that trade him. Everybody like some people saying like trade him and you can't extend him. He showed a lot of progress in the regular season, so I was already wrong before. So I'm not gonna go back to the other side no more. I'm gonna stick on the side of Durn is progressing. It's been a tough series, but he he's still growing. So I'm still on that side.
Yeah, I don't think you trade him. I think you definitely got to develop him. Like I was saying, like in the offseason, just get him more of a bag. Give him more of a bag. He doesn't need to control the ball. He doesn't need to do any moves and stuff. But try to get him a little post, a little post midi, a little midi shot. Maybe develop a little 3-point shot where he takes maybe one or two a game. Try to make him. I'm not saying he's gonna make them consistently, but at least he gets a bigger bag. So he goes out there and it's like, yo, they're not going to just play me on the pick and roll because what you just mentioned is a good point. The way that they've been playing him, it does look like he is the focal point because they're like, you know what? We're going to let Cade cook, but no one else is going to score on us. And it's like, you see it here. It's just like we're going to touch on the Cavs Raptor series in a bit, but when you look at the statistical um, status when it comes to them winning games, it's Evan Mobley and Jared Allen actually putting up more than 15 points and grabbing 10 boards is when the Cavs are very dominant. When they're not playing like that and they're only getting 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, 6 rebounds, 4 rebounds, whatever, that's where the Cavs really struggle. And that's where you've seen the Raptors take games in that series. So I agree with you. I think that they made him a focal point of, yo, we're not gonna let him dunk on us. We're not gonna let him get to the free throw line. We're not gonna let him make layups. It's only gonna be Cade. It's gonna be the Cade show.
What y'all said, man.
100%. Yeah, and the Magic, like you said earlier though, Freezy, the Magic defense has like tightened back up like they was in 2024 last year. Like they've been a great defense, and then this year they just fell off all of a sudden. So they kind of found their identity at the perfect time. It's so crazy because if the Magic win this series, I don't think they really do too much in the next round. Detroit has just it's been such a disappointing series, man, after the regular season that they had. Because I was under the belief that maybe this defense was so special that it could kind of overcome some of the offensive stuff, but nah, man, they need a guy next to K that can, put it on the floor and
Call
make plays.
Phoenix.
Nah, man, he a lifer.